Good cut. Will it cut sufficiently? Well, there you are. A magician at work. Who knows, he might even chip it in. This driver of Seve, he elected to get a driver with only some 8 degrees of loft. He used to take much more lofted ones. The great Jack Nicklaus used to be up about somewhere between 11 and 12 degrees. This one's only got 8. If you get wrong with this, it slides away from you to the right. If you get it right, it goes miles. Don't let it go. Oh dear, that's the shot that's always the problem. And he's down there in the shrubbery and really well in there. Youngster pointing. It was the very point I was making, a very straight-faced driver, and I suppose Seve, if he's gone wrong, it has been with that driver. Well, he's in there, Ballesteros, and it's a sort of willow scrub. Really difficult to ever hope that you'll find a decent lie in there. Now he's taking a provisional ball, spare one, which will count if he's lost the first one. It won't count, of course, if he finds the first one. That's up the right side as well. And they really are a busy couple of bunkers, aren't they? There you are, the 2 balls in the sand. Yes, Seve moving into the bush. Mike Housden will be there with him. Come in, Mike.
Well, Alex, yes, it's a horrid spot. In fact, I assume that I would certainly deem it unplayable, and I'm pretty sure that Severiano would as well. Very close to where the ball is a spectator walkway, so he could actually move it 2 clubs sideways and have a shot. Of course, the alternative is to go back in a straight line, which isn't going to get him very far because he's just going to stay in the woods. Or alternatively, we'll have to go back to the tee and replay his tee shot, because the provisional ball is no longer in play as that first ball has been found.
Yes, you're absolutely right, Mike. And of course, the players do not like to take that long walk back. It's one of the longest walks in golf, going all the way back to the tee. If he can get some sort of a shot at it under penalty and move it out to the middle of the fairway for 3, including the penalty, he'd much rather take that option. It is amazing in golf, isn't it? By the time the spectators get in and all the camera men get in, you wonder where the golfer's supposed to go. And it is one of the few sports where he really needs a steward in there to assist him. He's under a little bit of frustration at the moment. And there's his caddy, little Billy Foster from Yorkshire, trying to move people out in no uncertain manner. I mean, if you get a fellow who can, much as he's one of the most talented players, if he's well enough to put it in there, you don't want to stand too close to the line.
Well, you don't move, I can never play. I mean, can you move a little bit more, please?
Yeah. That's the sort of willowy scrub that you get on the seaside links around this country. And Seve about to exercise one of his options. I have a good feeling that he'll take the one Mike said. Of course, all of the officials, the rules officials from the Royal and Ancient, are in charge of this championship.
Which way do you think I should go?
I think Seve asked him if he'd like to hit it. In a sense, he's extremely lucky to put it where he has done and be on the side of a footpath. He's under penalty. Of course, he can come out 2 club lengths. But he really has got. It's just incredible, isn't it? You can see the policeman.
Stay here all day.
Yes, yes.
Well, he's put in a marker.
Okay.
We have some marshals. Everybody move off the hill, please.
Sorry, you.
Can you just move back a couple of yards, please? Give me a break.
No marshals here. They're all having fun.
Well, Ballesteros has tried as hard as he can to get people back from the right-hand side, because he has the possibility of not just getting it out, but with his skill and a little bit of cut on the ball. Now you hear him just explaining this. He must get them out of there. He wants to play a slice shot to get up as close to the green as possible in 3. And they're almost forcing him out to the centre of the fairway where he doesn't want to necessarily go. He comes out straight at our camera lens with a little bit of cut. You can see what I mean. He can get close to the green. He might even get on it. He's 174 yards from the flag. Seve, of course, does a lot of practice on the beach at Pedrina in northern Spain, where he comes from, and he's quite used to hitting shots like this. It'll prove a great asset. It bends a lot of necks of clubs, of course, so don't work on it too hard if you decide to try that one. There, he's got the straight-bladed club. Perhaps grip it down the shaft just a touch.
Stay still, please.
There's the straight blade, and I think the ball might be a little bit unplayable when he's finished with it, but it'll come out of there spinning. Just lead the face of the club, the heel of the club across the ball. His third shot, 1 penalty drop. Just about over the last spectator that you can see, with the face of the club trailing open, and he could end up on the green. Such is his genius. There's one little twig bush there behind him, interfering with his stance. He wants to get an open stance, you see. He wants the left hip out of the way. He's allowed to ground the club. This is not a bunker, not a hazard, it's a path. Will it cut? Will it cut sufficiently? Well, there you are. The magician at work. Unfortunate, the slope in front of the green takes the ball further from the flag. Still a golden opportunity of dropping only 1 shot. Who knows, he might even chip it in.
And you can see Seve just having a few practice chips to try and get some feel for this next shot. You can see the bank that he has to go up. Ball lying a slight downhill lie there. He's having to come up a good 4 or 5 feet. So really quite a tough shot. He's really got to pitch it right on the front of the green, or even pitch it into the edge of the bank and kill some of the pace on the ball. This will require all of Seve's skills to get this close, but he's chipping into the wind. That'll help him fractionally. Oh, masterly stroke. And although he'll have that short putt for a bogey, it'll almost feel like a birdie. Hold this short putt. And get out of jail and just drop the one shot. Yes, well done. A 5, and mentally he will feel he's actually saved a shot there to keep the momentum a little bit. And of course, as he'll be walking towards the 17th with just the thought of making a birdie down 17 and regaining that shot.